Not another apple cider vinegar video. Let me explain. I've been a bit busy lately, so I haven't had much me time. Did some acting this week. And I'm sorry I haven't posted anything more substantial for a while, but I was pretty snowed under editing a film, and not my film, and making a couple of show reels for people.
Oh, do you have pre-placement shit to do?
Yeah. My biggest problem was I had it all.
Of all things. What I was looking everywhere for last week. So because I was working with people, obviously after a shower I had to make sure I didn't smell throughout the day. So I tried something that somebody told me about a few years ago that actually really works well. I thought I'd come somewhere today that I haven't flown the drone before and take you with me. It's actually where I first learned to scuba dive many years ago. It's quite pretty, but I'll just show you briefly before I have lunch. Now that's actually where I first learned to scuba dive. So I think it's time to swing by the shop, grab some milk and have a coffee. I don't know what this big fence is around the local shopping centre. It's been here for ages. Maybe for the kids it's a cage. I've just got out the pool because today, like the last couple of days, have been surprisingly hot. I thought we'd come to the end of summer almost, and we're on that downhill slide towards winter, but apparently not quite yet. So what you do is get some of the apple cider vinegar that I often rave about, for good reason, and you just pour it into your hand, or hands, and splash it under your armpits. Now you might say, why would you splash apple cider vinegar under your armpits? You have to understand, odour is caused by bacteria. When you use underarm deodorant of any kind, what it's actually doing is merely covering up that smell caused by the bacteria. The apple cider vinegar, however, kills that bacteria, and I find it lasts all day, the effect of not smelling. So it's a very simple, cheap little trick, and if you're like me, you'll have some apple cider vinegar with mother at home anyway. I don't know if just non-mother apple cider vinegar will work. I haven't tried that, but if you have some, I mean, it's a simple case of trying it for yourself. It's a wonderful little trick. It's been threatening to storm for a couple of days, but it doesn't really look like it will today. By the way, if you're wondering if this camera seems a little bit funny, let me show you why. I hope you can see that. I'm actually using the Mavic Pro drone as a Steadicam with its gimbal. So and I'm actually, as you may have noticed, mic'd up because in my pocket we have the recorder, digital recorder going, so I'll just sync it up in post-production. As I put the last stages of this video together, I have some breaking news, And I'm sorry to end things on a negative, but it literally is hot off the press. Those familiar with my vlogs will be familiar with the fact that every month, if I'm not working, on the last Sunday, I usually go to Eagle Rock Cafe at a place called Laidley, which is about an hour from my home in Brisbane. They have just suddenly announced the closure, as in literally closed the doors now, of the cafe. I know they've been trying to sell it for a couple of years, unsuccessfully, or not to their liking, because they wanted to stick with the theme of rock and roll. However, the owners, which are two lovely people, just suddenly decided, for their own reasons, that's enough. So to me, this has been devastating news. A couple of very close followers may have gleaned that I do suffer from stress, anxiety, depression, or a combination of all. At some level, on a daily basis usually. I do my best to keep on fighting, and sometimes I find the fight is getting harder and harder. So for my own selfish reasons, it is indeed the end of an era, because for me that was the one reliable escape I could look forward to every month, where I could just chill out, kick back and watch my friends in the band. That era is now over. So there will be no further vlogs about the cafe. I didn't want to end the video on a negative note, so here's what I did today.
Yeah, I'm above you.
Oh yeah. Cutaway shot. Now you've stopped.
So what am I going to do?
Well, I started it, now you've stopped. Do you have to be horizontal? We'll take a photo and a video.
Hang on.
After we were flying.
Oh, sorry. I just paused it. How do you turn it from photo? Because that was... and... Is that working now, Steve?
Yes, it is.
Right.
Right. Well, here I am having breakfast with my mate Wayne after we've been flying our drones today.
And wasn't it nice, Stephen, to fly together? I like the bag.
My old union delegate mate. And now we're going to have some breakfast.
What is it you're eating?
Eggs Benedict.
Well, eat some.
Oh no, I'm not on camera.
Why not?
Because I'm a pig.
Yes, well, this is not a bad little spot out here, actually.
Yeah, so, we're going to have our breakfast and I'll go home and finish this edit. Well, that's the end of it. That's the end of the breakfast. Wayne ate it all.
Jesus Christ. Eat your greens.
I did eat the greens. Look,
Eat them all.
That's all that's left.
You paid for them.
I did. If you'd like some vlogging tips and you haven't seen my vlogging masterclass, there's a link up there and you'll find tips like this available on there. And I hope you find these tips useful as usual. Cheers. And of course you can find links to some of my other apple cider vinegar videos in the description.